Happy Vlogmas! Today I'm going to teach you guys how to make my homemade lemon pastina chicken soup. It is so divine. I make it like every other week and then I'll freeze glass containers of it so I can just reheat it for dinner because soup is one of my absolute favorite foods. So let's make it together. First things first, we're gonna pour a little bit of cooking olive oil in our pan, and I use a pretty large size pan because you don't want it to boil over. The next step is chopping up your vegetables. I do carrots, onions, and celery. I'm kind of cheating and using the baby carrots, but that's what we have in our fridge, so it'll work. And I cut them up pretty tiny. And I use a lot of vegetables. I like a lot of vegetables in my soup. I'm gonna continue cutting, I'll be right back. Our carrots are cut, so now we're gonna carrots are in. I might put a little bit more. So now I'm going to wash some celery and then cut that. I'm gonna wash all those little crevices. Cut the two ends off. Those go in the trash. And I just eye it. I never really measure exactly how much vegetables I'm putting in there. That looks pretty good. Now we'll do the white onion. We'll probably need more than this. Okay, now we have the onions and we're gonna put them in our pot. Yum. And here's all our vegetables in our pot. We're gonna add 1.5 tablespoons of garlic. Just for the sake of time, I'm gonna use a pre-minced garlic. I just feel like you can never go wrong with too much garlic, so. I'll normally put it on medium to high, so I'm gonna put it on like a 6. Okay, we're gonna sit around. Now normally I'll wait to put the garlic in until after the carrots and onion and celery saute a bit, but just for the sake of time, I decided to mix it all in together. So we'll let that saute until it has a strong fragrance. And then once it has that strong fragrance, then I'll add the salt and pepper and Italian seasoning. The smell is pretty strong now, so we can add in our salt and pepper. Can never have too much salt. A little Italian seasoning. I don't like a ton of that. And a tiny bit of garlic powder. That should be good. Stir that in. Now we'll add in our chicken broth. Squirt on my face. I have these mini chicken bone broths and we'll add each one of these in. And this helps give it a little bit more flavor. And some people use beef bone broth as well, which is also a good option. And our last one. Now we have our chicken breast and we're just gonna put 2 in. I don't think we need 4. And we'll let those cook in there for about 30-ish minutes. That's what it's looking like, so we'll go ahead and cover this up, and you want it to be on like a low medium heat, not super high where it's like bubbling too much. Now while that cooks, I will wash the cutting board and some of the dishes that I use, so then that's done. It's better if you just keep up with it than wait till the end, because then you have so many dishes to do. I'm also gonna try to make these frozen rolls that I found. You're supposed to technically let them raise for 3 to 5 hours, but we're just gonna put them in the oven and see what happens. Filled a pan with water and we're gonna cook our pastina. My recipe technically says to use a cup, but I don't know, I just use a half a cup. They all like fell in. Oh my gosh, they went everywhere. So you want to cook them separate, because if you cook the noodles in the, with the chicken and, why can't I think of the name of it? Anyways, if you cook them together, the noodles end up absorbing all of the liquid, and so then you don't have as much broth. So you want to cook them separately, and then people that want noodles can like put how much they want in their noodles, and then also you can store them separately as well. Our timer for the soup went off, which means it's time to shred the chicken. I know people put this in like a food processor or like a mixer. I do it by hand. I just think it's just as easy versus like setting up your mixer. I just take 2 forks and like basically like separate it. It's super simple. Chicken has been shredded, so you just put it right back in, and sometimes it just falls off the side. Now to make it a little thick and creamy, you put 1 raw egg. I always get the shell. Like an entire lemon. Okay, so I'm gonna do a lot of lemon. Now what we have to do is whisk that up, but I need to get all of the seeds out because no one wants a seed in their soup, and there's quite a few in here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I've never had so many. I think that's it. Okay, now you mix it up. I don't know why it looks that color, but now you pour it in. And it'll make it look a little bit creamy. See how it changed? Perfect. The rolls are done, but I don't think they smell very good. Oh my gosh, they just like, it didn't work. You definitely have to raise them first. They just are like rocks. That was a fail. Our pastina is done. So let's drain it. I always run the cold water while I'm doing this. That's a lot of pastina. We're gonna plate the soup now. It looks so good. Now that we put the soup in, then we can put our noodles in. Just put 2 little scoops. And then I'll put some Parmesan cheese and eat it with some crackers. Put some Parmesan on top. That's so good. The vegetables are so good. Thanks for joining me on another day of Vlogmas. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope that you try the soup and that you like it. Bye.